Okay, guys. I'm here going over this pair, US dollar, Swiss franc, and something came to mind that I wanted to share with you. Now, remember, we're told in our learning that to get directional bias, we should start from the top down. So from the higher time frames going down to the smaller time frames, the lower time frames. And in doing that, you'll be able to see order flow and you'll be able to know which direction price is heading into. Now, with saying that and looking at this pair on the daily here, it is not 100% clear as to, yes, it's clear as to the direction, but it's not clear as to where you could enter the market from here. But at the same time, starting from the daily is actually the best place to see where you can enter the market from. And then you drill down to see where you can get the best entry. But we're not always told to look for interest from the higher time frame. And I think that's where a lot of us get lost in the noise on the lower time frames, like the 30-minute, 15-minute, 5 minute, because we did not see where we wanted to enter from on the higher time frame. I'm hoping you're getting what I'm saying here. Because if you're not seeing what price is doing here, how will you know what to look for when you go down to the lower time frame? And that's what I'm trying to get at. So if I can go over this analysis with you, looking at price now, it's not clear where we would enter right here. So I'm going to go down a little bit more. Now looking at this, we see where price has made uh, equal highs here, right there, right? Price is now continuing, is now going up, it's rallying. So in my mind, I'm thinking price will want to sweep the highs here for the liquidity that is resting here. That's my thinking. That's my probability on this current price movement. Now, in terms of entries, I would still go lower because I'm thinking there would be order block. There would be an order block somewhere in here or even here. Well, we see the one here already, sorry. And we saw that price basically would have reacted off an order block somewhere here too. We're seeing a wick here, but I'm sure there's an order block somewhere along there, right? Um, right, here it is. So price would have mitigated this order block right here, right? Exact equal lows again. So we're now thinking then price has to come back at some point again to sweep the lows here for the liquidity that is resting there as well. Now, in terms of looking for an entry for this, if we were to enter this trade now, today, or tomorrow, um, I'd be looking at prices already moving up, which means it's heading towards the liquidity which is resting here. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. And that's the best probability in terms of what I'm seeing. And so I would just mark out the areas where I know liquidity is resting, there and there. Now, why would I not think about this order block that is here? And that is because the liquidity is resting just above it. If liquidity was, say, further up here, I would not think that it would continue past this order block. But because the liquidity is resting just above it, my thinking is that, and based on experience, is that it will rally up past this order block. This order block will not hold. And things like that help you to know the probability of an order block holding, right? Liquidity is just above, I think it will pass. So what I would do, I'll be looking to set my pending order here. Sorry, let me fix this. That's not it. I'll be looking to set my pending order here. Here. So let's grab this order block here. Right. And So, but what I would do is I would go down further and I would drill into this order block to refine the order block a little bit more to get a bigger risk to reward in terms of the percentage and the ratio of the win. But just to complete this for you, I will just finish with the 1 hour chart here. So yeah, I'm believing that price will pass these highs here, tap into this zone here. So somewhere in this zone will be your entry. So therefore I will set my entry at the low of the candle, stop loss at the high, and I'll be looking to take profits somewhere into that order block, into this order block right here. Because guess what? Yes, we can assume that price, and that's how price will also sweep this liquidity down here too. But we cannot assume that it will fall, even though there are equal high lows here, and liquidity obviously is under here as well. But we cannot assume that it will continue down. It might just mitigate this order block here and then go back up. So without being predictive and more reactive, I would set my take profit somewhere in here and then wait to see what the market does after that again. And that's how I would look at everything in getting an entry on this pair right now. But I hope you got the point that it's good to see from here what your entry will be so that you know exactly what you're looking for when you go down to the lower time frames. And that way your entries will be more accurate and you'll be more clear as to what you're doing and what you're looking for and what you're expecting in terms of the probabilities that you see. I hope that helps you today. I hope you all have a great week and happy trading.